Hi, this is Jennifer Riccinelli, Editorial Director of Stoneworld, and today I am with April Dowland, COO of Buechel Stone. Hi, April.
Well, hi, Jennifer. Thanks for taking the time to talk to us today about Buechel Stone.
Yes, I'm excited to join. I know we've been talking back and forth through email, so I'm glad we finally have this time.
Exactly.
How about if you want to start a little, Buechel Stone's been around quite many years. If you want to give us a little history and about what you do, and I know you've evolved a lot and you have some really cool stuff going on.
We do. Well, we've been around since the 60s, family owned yet. We are going on our third generation, and they've really grown the business initially in Wisconsin, and it's really evolved. We have manufacturing now in North Carolina and Kansas as well as Wisconsin. We've also opened up quite a few design centers around the country. So San Francisco, Minneapolis, Chicago, and then our headquarters for our design community is really in Kohler, Wisconsin. And we're just very excited to be working closer with architects and designers at those locations, as well as homeowners and masons. We have a lot of meetings for our clients at our location where you can see our stone and touch it and really get a good feel of how that's going to look on your outside of your project.
Absolutely. That must make such a difference. You know, when an architect or designer can come in and hold that piece of stone in their hand and feel the textures, so many different finishes. Do you find a lot of those clients, they come in knowing about stone or not so much? And do you find yourself educating them a little?
We find that there's a wide variety of knowledge. Some people dive into the website, dive into Pinterest, dive into really understanding where the stone comes from and how it's processed. And then others simply have a feel of what they want their home to be like, or their workplace, or the business that they're working on. So we can provide a wide range of education and resources to really help at any level. And so we're extremely proud of that. The technology has grown that we can really help clients get up to speed faster. And really, we want to make it fun. Make sure that you have a cocktail while you do it. Make sure that you have a water, whatever's going to calm your nerves, that you can be open and tell us your ideas. We really want to be good listeners and understand the project and understand what phase you're at so that we can accommodate and help you make sure that the stone is beautiful and what you want.
It sounds like you make the experience as smooth as you possibly can. I think that's great, you know, to kind of walk your client through the whole process step by step. I think it probably makes it easier for everybody involved.
Stone can be intimidating, right? We know that best in the stone world. It can be intimidating. You don't know how much you're going to need. You don't know all the different cuts. You don't know what can be done with stone. So depending on your level, we want to make sure we understand what you can all do with it and what we can do for you.
And that's great. And you know, on that end, you treat your customers with such respect and, you know, helping them out and want to make sure they have the best experience possible. I also know that you do a lot for your employees too. You have some incentive programs in your Rockstar program. A, how about you tell us a little bit about that and how that evolved? And B, do you believe because you have that company culture now, does that flow over to how your employees work with your customers?
So you've gotten me so excited. People are, I could spend all day with our people working on different things. I'm a happy gal, right? So the most important part of an experience is your interaction with people. So we need to have the best rock stars. We need to make sure they feel like they have the best resources, and then we need to take care of them. And so over the years, we really wanted to develop a culture and programs that made sure that you felt special, that you felt like a rock star. So we've brought in EOS, which is the Entrepreneurial Operating System, which we've recently evolved into the pinnacle world. But we have a coach. We want to get better. We want to grow. We want our people to understand where we're going. So it's educating, it's having the vision, it's sharing the vision, it's being on the same page, speaking the same language. And then once we achieve certain goals that we have, we can celebrate. And you have to celebrate. You have to make sure that your culture is fun. So we really try to have spontaneous fun, as well as develop formalized programs. So we give your birthday off. It's one holiday that we all look forward to. Depending on when your birthday is, you have to take it off and celebrate. A lot of us seem to binge watch TV lately on our birthdays, and we come in and we share the program that we watched. But others will take time to go to the spa or go hunting. And we all agreed it's like the best gift we've ever gotten, because normally you have to bring donuts into the office, right? Or bake a treat. You're supposed to be doing something on your birthday, where this is like really recognizing your birthday by doing what makes you happy. And then the other unique piece that we really have going on is we wanted to celebrate our veterans. We have a lot of veterans, and we wanted to celebrate them and make it unique. And so they get their Veterans Day off. So they're not allowed to come to work. We want to recognize them and celebrate them. So really it's about honoring people and honoring what makes them tick. We also use culture. We used to use cultural index, and we recently moved to predictive index. We also use the appreciation languages, which really identifies, just like the love languages, how you like to be recognized. Because if you are a gift and we're giving you praise in public, that makes you uncomfortable, and it's really not a positive form of recognition. So we really try to recognize people the way they appreciate to be recognized. And we work with our leadership to make sure that they understand those for their teams. So I think we do a few unique things. And then finally, I think we encourage everyone to give back to their community. We all have our niches that we like to volunteer and support. And so every rock star gets 8 hours every year to volunteer. And then we really encourage them to share that with us so that we can give back financially to those organizations as well.
That's fantastic. It definitely sounds like you have a way to make your employees feel special, and also for them then to take that and pay it forward.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, we highly encourage. So in our quarterly connections, which we meet off-site one-on-one, that's one of the things we want to talk about is, what are you doing to better yourself in your community, and how can we help support that? So yeah, we're really proud of our team, and I hope it shows. We value them, and our Energage survey results, obviously you noticed those, but we're very proud to be a top workplace, and we feel like hearing their feedback is a crucial part to that.
Absolutely. So I have to imagine this just didn't happen overnight. So how if somebody's listening or watching our interview now, and they're like, geez, I wish I could do that for my company, what are some basic first steps? Like, how did you start to put this plan in place?
It's a great question. And so Mike Buechel, one of our owners, and I honestly just would spitball ideas, and we'd have fun. We'd have spontaneous fun with it. And we would really get to know our rock stars and try to find things. So what I would recommend is being true to your culture. Really dig into your culture and understand what your values are and what your people value, right? And acknowledge that and just own it. So lean into your culture, embrace it, and make sure that the programs you develop will support that. And it does take time. Like you mentioned, it takes time because you have to put resources to it, and you have to make sure they're the right ones. So you might not get it on the first chance. Some things that we would like to explore is our annual deer hunt. It becomes a ghost town around here. So should we start leading into that and making that more of a celebration? So I guess what I'd encourage you is embrace your culture and find out what your people enjoy and lean into it and do your best to support that.
That makes total sense. So that's really great. So, and getting back to, working with architects and designers and your design centers and what are some recent projects you've been working on lately?
We've been honored to be a part of some pretty prestigious projects that we can't ever talk about. So I can talk about how wonderful the stone has turned out, and our website does a great job representing all those projects that we're a part of. But our owners, Mike and Scott, and formerly Tim Buechel, have done a really good job of supporting us with resources to showcase those projects that we're a part of, and to giving behind the scenes the resources to support those projects. And I think before, when you mentioned why we have such a good culture, I think that's part of it. We have the technology, to support our customers and have our rock stars do their jobs very well by using those resources. So while I can't talk about specifics, I can just kind of point you to our website, our blog, our Pinterest, our Instagram really does a nice job of highlighting. And it also highlights some of our great dealer partners that we have as well.
That's fantastic. Well, April, I really appreciate you taking the time to chat with me. I don't know if you have any last words you'd like to share.
Jennifer, one last project I'm really excited about is we've recently moved to a new space at the Mart. We are located on the first floor. The building is beautiful, and we really encourage architects and designers and homeowners, contractors, masons, and dealers to stop in and see the stone. It's beautiful and state of the art. We love to host meetings and parties there to help anybody with their clients. And then down the road in Hammond, Indiana, we opened a 21,000 square foot warehouse. So we're making it that much easier to access our materials. We're close to the rail station and have all of our Kansas, North Carolina, and Wisconsin projects or products there. So we're really excited to make it convenient to come and get.
It definitely seems like you are keeping busy out there. So
Yeah.
we will definitely have to keep in touch and bring you back a little while later and see what else is new and on the horizon.
Yes, that would be great.
But thank you again, April. It was
Thank
great
you.
talking to you. So, well, until next time, have a good day.
Thank you. You as well.
Bye.